Welcome to the Running Network Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
I'm with Michael Wardian, the 50K U.S. champion and the 100K U.S. champion. First of all, Michael, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And now, tell us about the 50K. When was that?
March 2nd, I believe, in Long Island.
And what was your time?
I ran 2:55:05 for a championship record.
And you missed the American record by 3 minutes. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. And then tell us about the 100K.
The 100K was last weekend, April 12th, which just so happened to be my birthday. So it was a good birthday present. I ran a course record by about 17 minutes, 6 hours, 56 minutes, and 57 seconds, and I earned a spot on the U.S. World Team for the 100K.
Hey, break that down for us into what's your pace per mile for the 100K?
It's a little bit less than 7 minutes per mile over the entire 62 miles.
So how did you go from being a middle distance runner, into getting into the long distances?
Actually, I was a lacrosse player originally, Division I Michigan State, and then I just got into running to stay fit and started out with marathons, qualified for Boston on my first try, came to Boston, loved it. Got hooked from there, went to ultras, did the Marathon des Sables, the Himalayan 100-mile stage race, did a bunch of 100Ks, moved away from that, went to the marathon to try and qualify for the 2004 Olympic trials. I accomplished that, and then qualified for the Olympic trials this past year in New York City, and then decided to delve back into the ultras by running the JFK 50-miler, and I set the second fastest time ever on the JFK course. I ran about 5 hours and 50 minutes over the entire 50 miles. So got into it through there, figured I was pretty good at it, and stuck with it this year. And hopefully we can get a medal for the U.S. in the 100K World Championships in November.
Cool. Now, do you think the 50K record's attainable?
Yes, very attainable. I actually am going to try and do that in the near future because we had a pretty challenging day in March. And I think with the right conditions, I could definitely knock another 5-6 minutes off the time I ran.
What do you think about over such a long distance? Are you really focused on the race like you'd be in a marathon or a track race? Or do you allow your brain to wander a little bit?
I was really focused because my whole goal this year was to qualify for that 100K World Team. And so the 50K didn't help me get to achieve that goal, so I knew that I needed to win the race in Madison last weekend on the 12th to do that. So I was focused the whole time. I was friendly with the competitors until about 40K, and then I dropped the hammer. Kind of like Ryan Hall did at the Olympic trials. I used that as a model, and I threw down some pretty good 10Ks. Like 38, 39-minute 10Ks, which when you're running 42-minute 10Ks makes the time go by pretty quick. So, I was very focused on what I was doing, and I actually tripped with 4 miles to go and sprained my ankle. So I was able to even get up off the turf as ungracefully as I got down there and hoof it in and get that finish. So
congratulations. Now, when's the World Championship race?
It's November 8th in Italy.
Well, best wishes. And then one final thing. We hear that you're a big Red Sox proponent.
Yes, I am.
So is this for real? Do you have Red Sox on now?
I do have Red Sox on now. I got my red Oxy socks on. They help me recover quick. So, it's a nice thing to be able to get that blood pumping in and out of your legs. And, it helps me get back on the roads. And, that's what I need to be able to do what I'm doing.
All right, well, best wishes. Nice meeting you. Thanks a lot.
Nice meeting you.